Hi, welcome. My name is Hannahaide, and this is my submission for Yogamu's 200-hour yoga teacher training certification. So this will be a nice 30-minute restorative practice. And let's start on our mat in a nice, easy sit, Sukhasana. If that's uncomfortable, we can always take a blanket or yoga blocks and sit on the blanket. That's going to make this a little more comfortable. And let's just start with a little bit of grounding and deepening our breath, connecting with your breath. So maybe put your hands on your knees, palms facing up. Take a very deep breath in. And as you breathe in, expand the belly sideways and expand the chest as well, creating as much space as we can. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. And as you breathe out, pull everything in towards your spine, engaging those abdominal muscles. And again, breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. Apologize. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead. And as you breathe and reach up, make yourself really, really tall. Grab your wrist, gently pull to one side, just lightly stretching out the side, and breathe out. Come down one more time. Breathe in, grab the other wrist, gently pull to one side, and breathe out. Come down. Beautiful. Let's do a nice shoulder roll. And let's go ahead, start warming up the base of the spine, starting with gentle circles going one way. And again, let's tie the breath with the movement. So we slow this down and breathe in one way. Round your back in the back and breathe out, coming forward. A little bit of arching as we can. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing, going back and out. And we'll do one more circle this way. And let's switch directions. Nice and slow. Breathing, going back, round your back at the back. Breathe out, coming forward. And as you do this, maybe imagine your spine as it's moving, stretching, twisting. And 2 more. And your knees, beautiful. Go ahead, breathe in, and as you do that, tilt to one side. You can tap your elbow down, and let's hold that here for a little bit. Try to keep your top arm straight and as close to your ears as we can go. Really make that side tall, tall, tall. And breathe out, come back and breathe in, reach the other way. Again, open your chest toward the ceiling. You can look up to the ceiling if that feels right for you. And try to keep that arm nice and long, the bicep close to your ear. And come back. Let's do those one more time. And you can keep that arm long if you prefer. Or you can bring the elbow down, but try to make sure you only bring the elbow down if you can keep your hip on the ground. Open the chest toward the ceiling. And breathe out, come back. Let's go the other way again. Nice, open toward the sky. And breathe in. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead. Release your legs a little bit. I don't know about you, but my knees tend to get a little tired here. And while we do that, a little bit of squeezing the quads down to the ground, starting to stretch out the hamstrings a little bit. Now let's warm up our feet. So let's just start with some point and flex with your toes. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And open your feet just a little wider. And let's go ahead and do windshield wipers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now both feet together and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's do circles with those feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead. Pull your knees in again into your Sukhasana or easy sit. And if your leg, so this is usually how you start, and I'd like you to challenge yourself maybe a little and switch those legs around just so we're not always sitting the same way, creating patterns. And let's add a little bit of twist here. So go ahead, reach up to the ceiling as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, go ahead, twist over to your left side, your right hand on your left knee, sitting nice and tall, looking toward the side of your room. And very deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. One more time, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead, reach up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, twist to the other side. Put that left hand on your right knee. Sit up really, really tall. And nice slow breath in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. One more time. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead, take a deep breath here. Reach up. And as you breathe out, fold forward. Reaching those hands forward and touching your forehead to the mat. And if that doesn't work today, we have our blanket here, and you can use that blanket or a block to bring the ground a little closer. Let's hold this stretch a little bit here. And this time around, as you focus on your breathing, try to create space in the back of your spine. So as you breathe in, create space in the spine. And as you breathe out, pull your belly button close to your spine. Breathe in, create space in the back. Breathe out, pull the belly to the spine. One more time, deep breath in. And breathe out. Slowly roll up to your sitting position. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead. Stretch those legs out again. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And go ahead, pull your left leg in and place your foot against the inner thigh. And slide forward and back just a couple of times. And when you're ready, go ahead, pull the toes toward your shin and fold down on that front leg. And you can hold your ankles or your shin or your toes, whichever feels right for you. Your gaze toward the ground, or you can close your eyes to connect better with your body, whichever feels right for you today. And slowly roll up. Let's go ahead, switch sides. Stretch out the other leg. Pull your foot toward their inner thigh and slowly slide forward and back a couple of times. And pull your toes to your shin. Fold over that front leg, holding your shin, your ankle, all your foot. Try to keep your elbows slightly bent if you can. Gaze softly toward the floor or eyes closed, whichever feels best for you today. And slowly roll up to sitting position. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, stretch both of those legs out. And again, don't forget, you can sit on your blanket to make this a little easier. Pull your toes to your shin. Slowly slide forward. And let's start with our back nice and tall, chin looking forward. And let's hold this here for a little bit. Very nice and slow breath in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And if it feels right for you, go ahead, fold forward, rounding your back, elbows dropping to the ground, feeling that stretch all the way from your heel all the way to the top of the head. Again, slow your breathing down. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And slowly sit back up. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and lay down on your mat. And again, this time around, you can take that blanket, put it under your head if that feels better for you. And then let's just go ahead and lay down on your back and pull your left knee in, pull your right knee in, and hug those knees nice and close to your chest, and maybe gently rock left and right, massaging your lower back. Stretching out those tight lower back muscles. And let's go ahead, release, go ahead, place your feet on the ground, knees are slightly bent, and open your arms out in a T position. Arms are perpendicular from your torso. You can keep your palms up or you can place them down. If you place the palms down, you'll get a little more stability, but if you place your palms up, that's a little nicer for your shoulders. So go ahead and lower both your knees to your right side, and with your head look over to the left side. A nice lower back stretch here. You can close your eyes and deepen your breathing if that feels right for you. Option to put this hand on those knees to keep them nice and together down on the ground. Slowly come back to the middle and lower your knees to the other side, face opposite from the knees. Focus on your breath. Feel that nice stretch in the side of the body and the lower back, as well as the chest area. But you can put that hand on the knees to hold them down if that feels right for you. Deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Go ahead, come back to the middle. And even though this is a restorative practice, I would like to do a little bit of core work. So maybe place the palms down here for more balance and security here. And float your legs up so you have a 90-degree bend at your knee, and your knee is straight up stacked on top of your hips. And so take a breath in, breathe in. And as you breathe out, lower your knees to the left, your face to the right, not all the way, just as far as you can keep the shoulders on the ground. And breathe and come back up. Breathe out, lower the knee the other way, face away from it. And back. That's one. Lower down. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe it, come back. That's 2. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, come back. That's 3. 2 more each way. Breathe out. And in. Breathe out. And in. Let's do one more. Breathe out. And in. Last one. Breathe out. And in. Beautiful. Go ahead. Pull your knee into your chest. And maybe do a few circles with those knees. Circles one way. Circle the other way. All right, go ahead, grab under your knees. And let's go ahead and roll forward and back a couple of times. Option to let go of those knees to get a little more forward here. And let's go ahead, come back up. Beautiful. Go ahead, turn over on your front. And we're gonna come on our quadruped position, cats and cows, getting ready for some cats and cows. And if you don't have a knee pad and your knees are a little unhappy, what I like to do is I put a little fold in my mat. It's an instant built-in knee pad for your mat. So go ahead, make sure you open your hands really nice and wide, pressing in with those fingertips as well, not just with the heel of the hand. Drop the belly, look up, breathe in. And breathe out, round your back, scare the kitty cat, really stretch out the spine. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, round your back. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, run your back. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, round your back. One more time. Very nice. Come into a nice neutral position. We'll go for the tiger stretch or bird dogs. Go ahead, stretch out your left leg and stretch out your right arm nice and tall. And let's hold this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure your leg does not come higher than your hip. 7, 8, 9, 10, and go ahead, pull those hand and leg in, then maybe come sit up, give your wrist a little break, a few circles one way, a few circles the other way. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Come on your 4, stretch out your right leg and your left arm, belly button pulled in, and engage that Nula Bandha. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go ahead, come back into our Vajrasana. Give our wrists a little break, a few circles one way and a few circles the other way. And let's come back on our 4 and open your knees a little wider than hip width apart. We're gonna start warming up the hips, and let's just rock forward and back a few times. Make sure you pull that belly button in nice and close to the spine. Shoulders are away from the ears. Do not let them come all the way up to the ears. And if and when you're ready, go ahead, sink down into that modified child's pose. Reach your hands as far forward as we can go. Your forehead on the ground. Hips are as close to your heels as we can go here. And let's just focus on our breath a little bit and relax. Slow breath in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Keep going at your own pace, nice and slow. Slowly walk your hands to your left side, giving a nice stretch to the side body and your lower back. Slowly walk to the other side. Slowly walk back to the middle. And put your hands together in prayer position and bend your elbows and move your hand to the back of your neck. And maybe walk your elbows just an inch forward and really sink down until you feel a stretch in your triceps and your lats. Nice slow breath in and slow breath out. And stretch that hand back out and come up on your fork. Go ahead, close your knees so your knees are right under your hip here. And let's do a puppy stretch. So stretch your hands forward and bring your chin and chest to the ground. Your hips are pointing up to the ceiling, getting a nice back, upper back, and shoulder stretch here. And slowly press forward until you're laying down on your tummy. And bring your hands just by your side here and gently press up for a little bit of back stretch. Come back down, press up again, come back down, curl your toes under, press up on your knees, and from here press up into your downward dog. And maybe let's take that for a little bit of a walk, pushing, alternating heels down. And while we do that, make sure you pull your belly button in, engage your mula bandha. That is going to be very important here. And when it feels right for you, go ahead, hold that stretch. Fingers are open, nice and wide. Press away with your whole palm and press away with your shoulders. And if you find once you engage the shoulders, it takes a lot of pressure away from those hands. Come back down, place your knees down onto the mat. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, bring your left leg forward next to your left hand, and let's just scoot forward and back gently a few times. And let's stay in that forward position with your left hand reach up to the ceiling. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come place that elbow down the mat. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, place your elbow to the mat. One more time, breathe in, reach up. And bring that hand down. And we're gonna do a lizard, so you have options. Option one, you can just stay here in this stretch. Option two, put your outside elbow down. That's going to be a little easier, but if you'd like to go for the full version, go ahead, put both those elbows down. Nice, slow breath. And come back up. Press your leg back into your floor. Let's pull forward the right leg, rocking forward and back a few times. And when you're ready, take your right arm, reach up to the ceiling, breathe in, breathe out, elbow to mat. Breathe in, reach up, breathe out, elbow to mat. One more time, breathe in, reach up, breathe out, elbow to mat. And this time around again, you can stay here, or you can just place your outside elbow down or both elbows down for that full lizard pose. Slow your breath down. Slowly come back up. Place your knee back. Come down in the middle of your mat. Beautiful. So I'd like to finish today's practice with my favorite big breathing technique, the bumblebee breath. It always helps me relax. So maybe close your eyes, and you can just close your eyes, and you can use your thumb to or finger to press the ears closed. You can also use your fingers to close your eyes, but you don't have to. And as we breathe in, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, keep your mouth closed and make that bumblebee sound, that humming sound. And let's try to make that as long as possible. So take a deep breath in and breathe out. And relax. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.